Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So in this one, I'm going to be talking about why you should never try to be on time. You're probably like, what? What are you talking about? Like, shouldn't you be on time? No, never try to be on time. Now, what am I talking about here? See, a lot of you have trouble getting to places on time. You know, you're probably usually late, right? If you're one of those people who show up to places late, you show up to work late, you show up to a date late, you show up to, a family gathering late, you're just always late, right? And people are like, yo, why can't you show up on time? But what I'm telling you is never show up on time. Now, what do I mean by this? Because you're probably saying, but shouldn't I show up on time? Isn't that the right thing to do? Right? See, what you got to understand is this, is that you should never show up on time. But what you should do is that you should always show up early. Why? Because you only have 60 seconds to be on time. See, it's hard for you to actually be on time. See, a lot of times people are late because they're actually trying to show up on time. So if you're supposed to be somewhere at 8 a.m., you say to yourself, oh, well, it's only going to take me a half an hour to get there, so I'm going to leave at 7:30. But then you leave at 7:30 and then you get stuck in traffic and then you end up getting there at 8:15 or 8:30 because you were trying to be on time, but you only have 60 seconds to be on time. So instead of trying to be on time, try to be early. Right? So if you're supposed to be somewhere at 8, try to shoot for 7:30 or 7:45. If you're supposed to be somewhere at 6 p.m., try to get there at 5:15 or 5:30. Now you're probably like, well, damn, that's just too early. Like, why am I going to do that? And the thing is, you need to do this so that when the time comes for you to be there, you're actually there. See, you trying to show up on time is usually the thing that basically makes you late. So instead of trying to show up on time, try to get there early. And then when you get there early, you will actually be there at the time you were supposed to be there. Because remember, on time is only 60 seconds. So if they say you got to be there at 8 o'clock only lasts for 60 seconds. And a lot of times what happens is that people don't take into account, certain things that might slow them up and might make them late. So even though you think it's only going to take you a half an hour to get from your house to wherever you're going, you're not thinking about, maybe I have to, the time that it takes for me to get out my house to get into my car and that takes a few minutes. Let's say if you take a train or a bus, if you're like in the city somewhere, the time it takes you to walk to the bus stop, wait for the bus, and then there could be traffic, and then you end up, not being there on time. You understand? I remember, there was a job interview I was supposed to go to, and, I got there late because I was trying to get there on time. I was like, it's going to take me only like, an hour to get there. And it took me an hour and 15 minutes because the train was delayed. Now, instead of me trying to get there on time, if I would have said, you know what, let me try to get there an hour early, right? Then I would have actually been there at the time I was supposed to be there. You understand? So what you guys got to understand is that you should never try to be on time. Always try to be early. Thanks for watching, and please share this video and subscribe, and also click the link below or go to LocarioMotivation.com to get the free audio program, Eliminate Your Insecurity, How to Build Your Self-Esteem and Be Confident.